Joseph that he was 30 years old. Now you don't see anywhere in the scriptures Joseph celebrating his birthday. Oh, I'm 30. I'm going to throw me a birthday party. No. Only birthday party we see is Pharaoh, back over in chapter 40, if you remember. Pharaoh threw a birthday party. Birthday parties are pagan. If you're a Hebrew Israelite of the seed of Abraham and you're following the scriptures, stop celebrating your birthday. It's pagan worship. The Most High didn't tell us to do that, but we would rather do all that than to obey the scriptures. We're not supposed to be celebrating our birthday. We're supposed to keep the Sabbath, but nobody want to do that. That's what the scripture tells us to do. We're supposed to keep the Passover, but don't nobody want to do that. We're disciples, but don't nobody want to be called disciples. They want to be called Christians. Everything the scripture tells us to do, we don't do. But whatever the world does, that's what we want to do. Joseph didn't celebrate his 30-year birthday. He was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Pharaoh was king of Egypt. He wasn't the king of everybody. Now, Joseph, he's in the land of his captivity. So he got to do whatever Pharaoh tells him to do. He said he left the presence of Pharaoh and went through all the land of Egypt. Pharaoh gave him the authority to rule over all the land of Egypt and all the people of Egypt. So he's getting ready to do his job, what Pharaoh hired him to do, basically. Okay, I'm giving you this job, this title, and this is what you got to do. You got to prepare for this famine that's coming. That's why you're here. Verse 47, and in the 7 plenteous years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. Man, they had so much stuff, they didn't even know where to put everything. Everybody was just blessed and eating and getting fat. Verse 48, and he gathered up all the food of the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. And so in the 7 years of plenty, Joseph made sure that he got enough food to put in these storehouses. He gathered up all the food in all the cities of Egypt, in the land of Egypt. Verse 49. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much until he left numbering, for it was without number. So they kept filling up all these cities, and they was numbering. He said, how many is that? And they would tell him, and he would ask again, so how many is that? He's like, well, we don't know. It's too much to be numbering. We can't even count it no more. We don't know how much, but it's more than what we thought we needed.